G'day and welcome to another edition of the Aussie Ideas Man. I've decided to split this into two parts simply because it's too long to do in one. I have to keep in mind people's attention span, but I wanted to get this one out quickly. I've jumped in ahead of part 3 of evaluating the cretin's poor logic, and I did this because this one is already 5 days old. I started it and then the cretin came along with his nonsense, and I thought that was too good to pass up and didn't want to let it get stale. Anyway, I'll rush this one through, even though it is already 5 days old.
Okay guys, so you know I've been stalking APTERA for a while, begging them to let me drive one of their more recent generation prototypes, and I'm happy to report, after hanging out their HQ for a while and looking around to see if they're still road testing it, I tracked them down, and today they're going to let me drive Hermes, which of course doesn't have a production interior, but the exterior has full solar, which you can monitor in real time. It has the production-ready Vitesco motor, production lights, windows that roll up and down. It has production camera feeds, so now you can see the blind spot cameras in real time. I've been begging them to finally let me check this out, so had to pull a few strings, but this thing is charging as we speak. Enough talk, let's drive. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Telosive EV.
This video is not a result of Ginger begging them and then finally succumbing to his begging. This is a result of them not getting much done as usual and using Motormouth as something to appease the gullible. Just keep them hanging on. Right now they're in need of something because Artemon and what's that other one? Gemini, that's right. Artemon and or is it Artemis and Gemini are going pathetically slowly, and the testing validation is completely stopped. So this is just to appease people. They are always full of these snake oil tricks.
Today we're driving one of my favorite vehicles, not one of, my favorite.
This white car on the right, that wouldn't happen to be Chris M's Tesla Model S, would it? Whose place are they at? Is this where Ginger lives and Chris M is parked nearby? Or is it where Chris lives? In either case, what I notice about this test drive again is that it's through the suburbs and it just really goes around a couple of blocks. He doesn't get it out on the open road, and I would think if the person was really itching to give it a drive, he would want to get it out on the open road as well. Didn't happen.
Vehicle PI built, so this one obviously has a lot of unfinished interior components, but the
obviously has a lot of unfinished components. Well, didn't they take them to CES saying that these PIs were production intent? Does that mean when you get your production models, they'll be unfinished too? That's crazy. Yes, they took them to CES half-baked as usual. The one that people sat in, Apollo, I think it was, had no battery, no motor, and pretty much anything you couldn't see wasn't there. It's why they wouldn't lift the hood. It's why they wouldn't even lift the wheel pants. But then this one, Herpes, the one they took around, it didn't even have those fake wheel pants. Now, those black wheel pants are fakes. They're not production intent at all. We know that. Chris McCannon has admitted to it. So there, they've thrown some fake wheel pants on, but still there's no interior apart from the centre console, which is not much. Still no production rear hatch either. And even though they've made videos showing the UI, UX, even that's not in this thing, because they made videos showing that UI, UX long before it was finished. They faked it. They made it look like it was ready. The truth is you can't drive a prototype just having the UI, UX in it at the point they've got it to now. And Jason Hill was supposed to be, or pretending to be, in charge of the UI, UX, and he's jumped ship.
Exterior is very accurate, including the solar, which even though it's not a super bright day, we're still collecting 80 watts. It's cloudy. See that?
Oh, sunset.
Yeah. We're going uphill, and there's a lot of production grade, supply chain ready parts in this thing. So for example, we have our body in carbon. We have our Vitesco motor, which sounds amazing, by the way. Oh, as we're getting closer to the sun, We're getting over 100 watts. Yes. I would be looking at that wattage thing all the time. Wow. Woo. Here we go. Oh, wow. I saw 111. Something else that's really handy that I would actually love to have on all EVs is the real-time view of the blind spot cameras. Just having them constantly there and not having to signal to get them to activate would be so much nicer. You always know where to look, and you wouldn't have to use mirrors, which are a drag point. We're going for range. We're going for efficiency. This vehicle prioritizes efficiency more than any other, which is why it's my favorite, because that's the whole reason we're switching to electric, right?
I think they're letting you go.
Are you turning? Okay.
They said, I want to see that thing.
Everyone's looking. Everyone in this
Hey,
neighborhood.
look.
Like, what is that?
Literally taking a video of it.
Wow. Oh, you got decent regen on this.
Yeah.
I like it. Wow. It feels surprisingly natural.
Oh, I guess that wasn't the way back. I don't know where we are.
We're getting lost, Chris, and that's fine.
That's
because
fine.
This is my car.
I forgot about that.
My
So this
God.
has, the power steering, right? So
It feels. I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's super natural. It
yeah, it's pretty nice.
comes right back
It has
home.
the blinkers and they return to center, right?
Yeah.
So unlike Gamma, like when
It
you
was
blink,
clicking. That's right.
yeah, it clicks on and off, which
Now
is
it
nice.
just auto comes back. I love that.
Yeah, production windshield wiper and lights and everything. So
Beautiful.
like you can just drive at night now, no
Wow.
problem. Pretty neat.
You know what I would do all the time in this thing is like, I love that the cargo is right behind me. So like anytime I need to grab something, I don't have to get out of the car and pop the trunk. I can grab behind me any cameras, snacks. It's all just right there. Bigger trunk than my Model 3. Okay, this doesn't get talked about enough. Sorry, I gotta keep moving. No one's behind me, but
Yeah.
it's quiet. It's like dead silent when you're not moving.
Well, and there's literally zero NVH in this vehicle because it's a track
Yeah,
vehicle.
yeah,
So
it's obviously got some padding left, but that's next.
for having nothing in it, it's pretty dang quiet.
You know what I forgot that I love is like some people are concerned about the width because you've got these outward mounted wheels. The windows are angled downward, so I can see the wheel pan really easily. So I know like I'm gonna fit. It doesn't feel like you're driving anything crazy wide. It feels extremely natural.
A lot more
Wow.
tuning to do, but it's already getting really good. It's a lot better than Gamma for sure.
I'm so used to the blind spot cameras already.
Aren't they
I'm
nice?
so ready for this. I don't even care if it's everybody should do that.
Yeah, they're quick, responsive, and they're right where you want them in the line of sight.
Just click back as it approaches the center.
There you go.
Easy.
Like a normal
Like
vehicle,
anything.
right? Like
We're gonna
anything.
just drive through all these streets until we get max solar exposure.
We can solar max and pop the hatch later.
I'm gonna do that at my house all the time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
live in like a super sunny climate.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally got to get in this thing.
Thank you. I've been trying to break into your headquarters. I've been trying to figure out the passcode to your office.
This is interesting. APTERA Motors was supposed to be so transparent that they invited people into their headquarters. They always prided themselves on the fact that they would show people around. Now here's Motormouth failing lots of times just to get in the door. He's been there before, so why are they locking him out?
Yeah.
Despite all that I've tried, you've kept this from me until now. Thanks for finally giving up and just letting me take it. I like how you've angled the nose. This is something about my Model 3 I really like too, is you've angled the nose so that there's basically no hood occupying visible space.
Right.
So I can just look straight down.
I love
Gonna
that.
fit.
Yeah, when you're parking forward facing, you know exactly where you are. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's really nice. In my Model S, I have no clue. Like it's such a long hood, I have no clue.
That is a big hood.
But yeah, you're in a vehicle surrounded by the production body. That's pretty cool.
That is nuts.
Like your Aptera that you get
mean,
will
this one.
have this one.
This is my
That's
Aptera.
right.
Why do you keep saying they're like there's some other one?
But
Stop laughing. Why are you laughing?
you're getting me. We're a bunch of goobers.
Tell us something we don't know.
I'm so giddy by this.
Full content people.
So this motor's detuned a bit, right?
A lot. Oh yeah.
Okay, so it'll be faster than this one, but do you mind if I go?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's
Let's give it a shot.
That's interesting to me. Why detune a prototype and then promise that the production model will be a lot faster? Doesn't make sense at all, particularly when it was Chris McCannon, when asked about the change to the Vitesco motor in the first place, said there would be no other changes. There's a video about that. He made the promise. No more changes, which has been broken in a number of ways, but also just in the state of tune of the motor. They detuned the Vitesco motor that comes from the factory, didn't tell anyone, and then for some strange reason put it in a test vehicle. That's nonsense in itself. A detuned motor in a test vehicle that's supposed to represent what the production vehicle can do. If it's been gelded, it can't be tested as an example of what a production vehicle can do. It's idiocy. There's so much idiocy, I just can't believe it, and am inclined to think it's more lies than stupidity.
Sure, it gets faster the faster you get. You'll see.
So this
Let's go
motor's,
back to
detuned a bit, right?
this
A
thing
lot,
here.
yeah.
Okay, so it'll be faster than this one, but do you mind if I go?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's
Let's give it a shot.
I just noticed something here. Isn't that the house they left from? Right there with those angled steps? Wasn't the silly trike parked just in front of those angled steps? And the charger, the wall charger, was to the left? So not only is he just taking it around the suburbs, he's sticking close to the house, round and round the blocks, the same drive. If I was keen to drive it, I'd be going different places.
it gets faster the faster you get. You'll see.
That's plenty.
I know it is.
That's about what my Model 3 is in chill mode, and I never turn chill mode off because I'm like, I don't need to wear out my tires. I'd rather just pay less electricity.
Yes.
That's what this thing is all about, you know?
Right, that's true. This definitely will save you. Like, if you're stomping all the time, you use a lot more energy.
I mean, it's quick, don't get me wrong. It's still an EV, and I love that it's quick and quiet, which is always way more elegant to me than those stupid, like, cars that rev like crazy. I'm falling in love all over again. And I'm already having a hard time waiting. This just makes it worse because now I'm like, yep, I'm ready. I want it.
Yeah.
The seat will be lower, right?
Yeah, see, it'll be 4 inches lower, roughly.
Now, this is an interesting thing because, once again, it went to CES as a production-ready prototype, and it's got these seats that are ill-fitting. And you can tell they're ill-fitting because what woman would want to drive with their legs splayed like that because their legs can't fit under the steering wheel or the yoke when it turns up? Ginger here has to put his knees right out to the extremes so that the steering wheel can turn. It would be jammed tight against his legs if he tried to close them. Now, no woman's going to want to drive anything like that. But if you get 4 inches lower and solve that problem, then your visibility out the front and even your vision of those that one left side wheel pant are going to be affected, badly affected. A 4-inch drop is a considerable drop. So the silly trike really does look like a bad fit for human bodies.
Yeah, you still have headroom, which is funny.
Good. So I'll have 5-6 inches of headroom?
Yeah, kind of slouch, and you'll see where you'll be at. Slouch a couple inches, it feels a lot better. Like the view you get down here is really nice.
Do you have to take the seats out? Because I kind of like these.
They're kind of nice.
I like bucket seats.
Yeah, they're kind of nice.
Not everybody likes bucket seats, but I like that they kind of cradle you.
Yeah, no, we like this for road trips for sure. It's just too high up. Other than that,
yeah, I could do this all day, and I will because I'm in the driver's seat. You can't.
I can't kick you out. Yeah.
Well, that's it for part 1. I might take a rest and take a while to deliver part 2 and also part 3 of evaluating the cretin's poor logic. So until then, bye for now. Stay safe.